Man, oh man, what a day today is going to be. 39 mods released for Farming Simulator 25 today. All platforms got 17 new and 19 updates, and PC Mac players got 3 new. There's a lot of really cool stuff in this video, so check those timestamps to see what you want to see first. Otherwise, let's start at the top. Before we jump into the mods today, I just want to let you guys know that we should be seeing 1.9 sometime soon. My guess would be next week, as Giants posted that patch 1.9 is just around the corner. Get ready for new fixes, improvements, and more. Stay tuned. Now, most of us expect this to be the patch that supports Plains and Prairies DLC. I imagine that it is, but it is nice to see another patch coming out. We'll say we've gotten a lot of patches. I really hope those start to slow down a little bit. It's kind of getting whiplash having a new patch every 4 weeks. So then we're going to start off with new mods for all platforms, customizations, as well as features with the CLAAS Mega 208-218 from DB Modding. Of course, this has 2 engine options ranging from 235 up to 270 horsepower. Only one header to go with this, so that's going to be all up to you. I also find it kind of interesting that the header, as it should do normally, does your long grain rice. However, the combine harvester will hold wet rice as well. I find that kind of interesting. I'm not sure how that works. Maybe I'm missing something here. We also have a couple wheel options too, so you can kind of go through and choose the ones you like. We do have a narrow set as well as a wide set for some of them, but not all, and it will go 15 miles an hour and hold 8,000 liters. There's also a couple different beacon setups as well, between 1, 2, and 3 that's going to be on the back and 2 on the front. As for the header, there are no customization options here. 6 meters is 6 miles an hour, and we have a header trailer. It is just a header trailer. Once we get into the game, there are no animations other than the normal combine harvester animations, so heads up through there, and here is our header. We can grab a hold of as well. Normal stuff through here, all the stuff you would expect. It's a good looking combine, man, and if you're looking for a little bit of an older style setup or stuff for CLAAS, well, this is a great one to go with. Next, we have a big returner. This is the Holmer Pack. Now, this was brought over from Hispano Modding. It is actually the first time that Giant Software have not been in charge of this mod since Farming Simulator's 15 release. This pack has all kinds of stuff in it. I used this a lot in Farming Simulator 17 when I first got started because it was, well, really nice to do sugar beets and stuff with, but also it has all kinds of other stuff. And because it's a mod, you can modify it if you want to. Haha, love it. So, a little bit of a history on this. There are multiple different configurations and bits and bobs. This was available first in FS15 from Giants as a DLC. It cost $10 for all this way back when in FS15. Then in FS17 it was released full free. Same thing with 19 and same thing with 22. Now the 25 is here. It is available as a mod for everybody, and it's from Hispano. So then what do you get? Well, you got a slurry tanker at the very top, and then we have the 585. Now, the slurry tanker bit right here always has the tank attached to it, and that's going to hold 16,000 liters. Or you could go with this guy, which hooks up to everything, and you could go with this and have a bigger tank and be able to hook up whatever you wanted to with it as well. Speaking of things that you could hook up to it, you've got a nice auger here for 25,000 liters. You've got a root crop bin here, 35,000 liters. A manure spreader, that's right, so an old 17,400 liters, and we've also got a drag hose on here as well at 15 meters. As far as customization options, really not a lot going on, I'll be honest with you, but that's just kind of the way this stuff is. One of the nice things is you can change up the colors, so if you're a CLAAS fan, we just showed up a CLAAS, so let's see, let's run over here to the main green, go CLAAS there, the design. Red tank, maybe not so much. Let's go with a gray tank. There you go. And then rim colors of a nice Fendt red. Boom, there you go. Now you've got a CLAAS-ish setup. Similar thing up here, but we do have a big engine to throw in it as well. 652 horsepower. Big boy right there. Big, big, big engine. Love that. Plus we have a main color and rim color for that as well. As far as the auger wagon, the main color set there. Clicked on it. There we go. Things don't move as fast as they used to. Not sure why. Same thing here as well. So you guys get it. You got color options. And that's going to be your bits. Pretty cool though. It is a big setup. This works just like any other changing setup where maybe you need to go straight first. There we go. Bag it in, grab a hold, and good to go. I am noticing that the rear legs don't disappear with this one. I'm not sure if they're supposed to or not. I feel like they should, but maybe that's just me. We also have multiple setups for your tires. It is an all-wheel drive setup, so it's very, very maneuverable. However, you can change it up to just front wheel, and then you could change it up to the left scoot or the right scoot. There it goes. Wheels take a little while to change over, but boom, good to go. And we can even unfold and drop down that rear setup if you wanted to. That is pretty neat. It's a very cool changing system setup. A lot of options through here. It's just fun, man. I like having different choices to choose from and different things, and this definitely allows you to do that. Plus, looks awesome to kart with this. I mean, come on. One thing to note though, none of these are bulk material, so it is not going to be holding like forage crop, stuff like that. It's a bit of a bummer, but you know, sometimes it just is what it is. Next, we have a fun one. This is the T-Wolf Agripower, also known as the Turbo Wolf Agripower. This is from MTL Modding Team, and it reminds me a lot of something that HR Forced would do. As a matter of fact, either they have one or have done something similar to this. So as far as this one goes, you got power of 700 and 900 horsepower. You've got a couple beacon light options, which is nice to see. You've got a fender on the back, which you can add or take away. You may want to take it away just because of the 3-point on there. And speaking of front, you've got a hitch or front hydraulic. So for all intents and purposes, this is a 937 mile per hour tractor. And they've actually classified it as a tractor. If you go into miscellaneous, it ain't going to be here. It just ain't there. So you will have to go into large tractors, and at least for me, it was all the way down here at the very bottom. You've also got a bunch of different color options for main, interior, hydraulics, logo, and exhaust, as well as decal. Oh my gosh, there's more. Air conditioning and crawler track. Woo! As far as your options go, we are able to open and close these side doors. So there you go, there's another one. And I do find it interesting that the doors are opening and closing via the normal like front loader control in there, which is definitely a little bit weird. And it also doesn't turn when you turn. Speaking of U-turn, there you go, you get around on it quick. This one's a lot of fun. It goes 50, or at least it says it goes 50 miles an hour. We'll see if that's true or not. Yeah, 50 miles an hour for sure. I mean, come on, it's just a lot of fun. Yay! A lot of power, a lot of fun. Again, you've got your hitches all the way around, so you could pretty much do whatever you want to with this. I imagine if somebody wanted to run a big, powerful tractor, this is not a terrible choice to go for. Plus, yay! Turns around on itself. I love it. Whee! Next, we've got some more highly customizable machines. This is the Ponsse Forwarder Pack, and there's 4 options in here. You got the Bison Shuttle, the Bison Active Frame, the Elephant King Active Frame, and the Elephant King Clam Bunk. That's right. Oh yeah, you got a clam bunk with a crane. Now, pretty much all of these have exactly the same customization options. So whenever you go through, you're pretty much just selecting how you want it to look, but the functionality is going to be individual to each piece of equipment. So with that said, we can take a look at some of the options that are available with the Elephant King Active Frame, and then you can kind of flip-flop this to some of the other ones if you're interested. So with this one, we do have a few different sets for the engine between 285 and 425. That is also going to be something similar between everything. So basically, everything's got the same engine options. Wheel options, you've got your Nokians, your BKTs, which look fantastic, a good Trelleborg, Michelin, and then back into it. And yes, with these, you can change them around and be good to go. You got that nice Pro Grip setup. I also love these. Oh, that's my favorite one right there. Looks so cool. Windows, you start off with a standard, but you can go with multiple tint options, which is very nice. Then we get with some protection sets. I do love being able to see these different setups there. You've got the upper protection. You've got the lower protection under here. You've got the exhaust protection, wherever the exhaust is. There it is. See it around towards the front. Hey, it looks pretty good. It's in black right now, but hopefully you can still see that in here. Window protection, of course, you've got one on the back. Only on the back, but I guess that's really the only place you would need it with something like this. You've got the timber blade on the front, which you can move up and down. A chainsaw holder. You definitely want one of those. And then, of course, colors. We have colors for everything these days, which used to, if you had one color option, it was like the biggest deal in the world. Now it's just everything. The mains, claws, lower protection, headlight, exhaust protection, ladder, hood protection, stack in, and the rim. I don't know how to say that word. How do you say that? Olofsfors? Nah, that can't be right. That's not fun to say. I'm still going to call them Olofsfors. You're going to have a little bit of a weird thing going on here. There are cranes everywhere. However, well, you may be able to see what's in the center of your screen. Not me. Usually, with something like this, the camera is based around where your person is. This one, not so much. Combine harvester's right on. This is middle of the way back. Screen, which makes it a little bit more difficult to move around, or you may have to boom out a little bit. But when you turn, it doesn't change that much. I mean, it changes some, but not as much as it would be. Oh yeah, and the forwarder set also have an expandable set. Look at that. You can hold so much more. All right, we've gotten all this way and we haven't talked about it, so let's do it. The Pitts LB55-DC from Gamer Designs and the Roughneck Modding crew. This is finally here. We have talked about this trailer, I think, more than just about any other trailer ever. It is finally out now. As far as all of your options go, weighs 12.8 tons, which is, I guess, not an option at the end of the day. We do have a main color set and a rim color set. Chrome is also a selectable color, which is fantastic. And those are your options. So when you get it hooked up, it is going to look like this, and it is fresh. Yes, you do have straps all the way around, which is awesome. This is a two-piece trailer. I don't know if there's any better word to use other than that, but it disconnects and does that kind of thing. So that's how you load it up. Disconnect your bit, and you're good to go. Now, there are multiple things that we can do with the trailer. We can extend it out a little bit if you've got a wider load. Some people do. That's all right. We can raise and lower the front, which is really nice to have that option. And then we also have one that I don't know what in the world this is, but that comes down. I don't know what that's for. I am sure that it is something very, very important that I don't understand. So, I know we got a bunch of truckers out there, so if anybody can help me out, let me know what that is. It will help me understand it a lot better. Otherwise, yeah, that's just about it. It'll fit some pretty big old loads on there. I don't know if this is suffering some of the sliding issues that have happened after patch 1.801, but with patch 1.9 coming out hopefully in the next week or so, I'm guessing that's going to be fixed. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Again, that's not a problem with mods. That would be a problem with the game. Another trailer we got today is the Krone ZX 560 GT. This is also a Spano modding mod. This will hold 56,000 liters. We're back out. You can see down the bottom, all forage crops, so do keep that in mind. Wheel options from Michelin, Vredestein, and that is it. Cover, of course, my favorite cover in the world. Love seeing that on there. You've also got a silage additive tank, as you would expect, being a loading wagon. 240 horsepower, 11 miles per hour. And we do have color options as well. So if you wanted to change this up and make it a nice Case IH set, there's your design. Let's go with middle and then rim colors. White's not going to really do it there. Light gray? Light gray. Tried my best. Didn't really work out, but that's why I used John Deere and CLAAS. The colors are so different. Hey, speaking of John Deere and CLAAS, this is neither one of those. It's a Bourgault, the SPS360-40. This is a big old cultivator. I believe it doesn't say shallow, just regular cultivator, I guess. 385 horsepower, 12.2 meter work width, 9 miles an hour. It's a big boy. And this one is also one of those where you could change up the colors, which is nice. So I guess we'll go with John Deere since we haven't done one of those today. Well, I guess it's done already, isn't it? Just change the main color to green and you're finished. Let's see. Let's change this up. I really don't like those bits being yellow, so we're going to go with an onyx. There we go. Design. I don't know what this is. Ooh, yeah. Let's definitely not make that whatever color that was. And then rim colors. Nice. John Deere yellow. Boom. There you go. John Deere. Oh, it's got a hitch on the back, too. Very cool. Next on our list from HR Forest, we have the Lizard Forest Trailer Pack. It's available in 2 models and 2 of each of said models. So, first off, you've either got a 2-axle or 3-axle. I apologize. It has been a day already. So, you could choose between those, and then you could choose with or without a seat. So, you've got a seat up at the top that's kind of folded in on itself, where this one doesn't have anything. It's very tip top. So if you wanted the seat and you want to sit in it and climb up there and do that, well, there you go. You could do it. We do have a couple different wheel options to choose from through here, which is great to see. And then we've also, ooh, the Forestry Kings. Yeah, let's go with that. And then we've also got some beacon lights, which kind of spread around. And then main color, crane, claw, and rim color. If you get the version with a seat, you can tab to it. So here we are in that machine, and here we are in this guy. And we are able to control a lot of stuff. So we can go ahead and unfold it. My guy magically appears, as one does. And then we've got full control over the stuff. And he's actually hanging on to his footsies there. Say footsies. My guy disappeared. Come on, man. There he is. You can see he's working everything, but I'm unable to spin right or left. So this is the only angle that's fully movable. So there that goes. And then this is on the claw, which, to be fair, great to have that. I mean, that's kind of cool. Then you've got one that's behind just a little bit, and then one that's up to the top left a little bit. Bunch of camera options. Then we can fold it up, make our dude disappear, and the claw doesn't go back. Huh. We'll definitely make sure that you reset that. I've messed up again. No, it's under. How did that happen? Just return that like it never happened. Next one's a returning mod from FS22. This one is the Mechanical Log Leveler. Level up, baby! We've got a couple of them, 3, 4, 5, and 6 meters respectively. And basically you take it and you drop it in and the logs just kind of go scoot, scoot, scoot. It's kind of neat. I will show you how it works. Don't you worry about that. We can change up the colors. We got a nice Owl That Hurts My Eyes blue. I think we should definitely go with that. And a nice, you know what? Green's not good enough. Do they have an Owl That Hurts My Eyes yellow? It's pretty close. So let's say I lost a bet, and for some reason I've got a whole stack of 3-meter logs that for some reason I have. Yes. Well, I would then take a something with a pallet fork or something like that, put it up under here and grab it. However, I am Superman. Don't tell anyone. Remember that. Don't tell anyone. And we put that there. There you go. Then we jump back in here and we pretend that we know what we're doing, even though I have driven this machine before in real life. I don't think it would have helped anyway. and then you just, I guess, start dropping stuff in there. I am the wrong YouTuber to be showing this off. I'm gonna do so poorly, it's not even funny. Watch me just... All right, well, that's not how that's supposed to work, I guess. There's only one way to restart. Dump it out. Start over. All right, so pretty much if you've got a little stack of... This is so stupid. This is the dumbest thing. I shouldn't be showing how to use logging mods. You take a log and you drop it in. And you get another log, and you bring it around, and you drop it in. And eventually, the clams on the side start closing in, and it kind of scoots all the logs in with each other and makes it a nice, tidy group. See what I mean? Kind of scoots the ends in like... I'm going to leave that there just to remind myself not to do logging again. Oh, did I throw those? I did. Oh, I hit them! Aw, oh, sweet! My inside thoughts are coming outside now, so just real quick. Yeah! No, it's a mod video, but I'm still going to have some fun. Before we get into placeables, this is your last one, the Fiat Weight. This is kind of made and colored and everything to go with the new Fiat Agri that came out. However, it's got outage stuff on it, and you can make it real heavy. Like this right here weighs 1.2 tons, which I find extremely wild that this right here only weighs 300. And it seems like it's going to be pretty wide as well. Oh boy, I think somebody crashed my game. Alrighty, let's give it a try, even though I had to pull all the way forward just to grab that. There you go, not too shabby. I also just recorded a video on my my new American Let's Play series right now. Recorded a video right before I did the mods today, and I bought a different weight. So I guess we'll use this one from now on. Now we jump over to placeables, and this is not really placeables. This is more of a way of life. This is the Supermarket Productions, and yes, everything is here, and no, there's a few things that I don't know how they work. They're right in front of us. I don't know how the pick things work, so I gotta figure that out. Nonetheless, this is 50 new recipes across 12 factories, 7 new fruits and veggies produced at the greenhouses and orchard. There's one of those. And you got a pig farm, which are productions that don't show up in productions. I don't know how that works. Regardless, goodness gracious, they are everywhere. They are all over the place. Of course, in factories, you're going to have a bunch of stuff in here. Let's see if I can go up here. So we have the non-food factory. Then you've got the crisps factory. Biscuits, cereal, ready meals, sandwich, salads, dairy. You've also got a bakery, creamery, liquid productions, dry productions, and that's it in there. And in selling points, you've got 2 supermarkets. You've got these little guys down here, which sell on the hour, and then you've got one right here, which will just sell. In the greenhouses, you've got your orchard down here, as well as the super greenhouse. And as I mentioned, we've got stuff in pigs. Now, these have a, it's almost like a production setup where it's got manure and slurry. I still have yet to figure out how exactly that is going to be working, because when I come over here and take a look at these, most everything, I think you can kind of figure out how it works. But, you know, obviously we have slurry there. We have manure here. Not sure what that's supposed to be. And we've got this in here as well. The piggy farms right here, if we look at the description, as they say they say it is, of course, a normal pig pen, but the only difference is that it's got a production chain, which is used to produce pig manure, which is used in the greenhouses. It gives having pigs another reason to use liquid manure and manure mixed together equals the pig manure. So there you go. It's also including a silo, which can produce pig manure, but if you choose, or your choice not to use the pig farm but still want to use pig manure in the greenhouses, pig manure cannot be applied as fertilizer. It can only be used in the greenhouses, emptied via the unloading point, not using a bucket. So you got to use a tipper for this. Input's going to be liquid manure, and output is going to be pig manure. There you go. Also, these don't show up in productions. I can load these up, and for whatever reason, the pig manure mixer and the manure pigs doesn't show. However, we have everything else. There's so much in here. Apple pie, bakery box, bread, chocolate and an orange something. It's not even big enough to... Cake. Chocolate and orange cake. Flat jacks. What's a flat jack? Lemon cheesecake and vegetable pies. I would go through all of these, but it would take me like 4 hours. I'll be honest with you. It's going to take me a long time to go through this and figure it out. I love this. Sell all quickly. Unrealistic. Ooh, really now? 10 by 10 into 16. I like that. Like that a whole lot. Oh, 10 by 10 into 7. Interesting. Very interesting. A whole lot going on, man. Using something like this, if you like production change, you like new stuff, this is going to add a whole new level of complexity to everything. A whole new one. Let's run over here real quick and check out our greenhouse and our orchard. If we pop around in here and take a look, and I come in here, that did not work. There we go. So it looks like we've got the chives, which could be used with either solid fertilizer or pig manure. Same thing with chilies up there at the top. So if you like to use solid fertilizer, you can do that in seeds, or you can rock with the pig manure, which, interestingly, pig manure is not an input? I'm not sure what's up with that. Maybe pig manure is not able to be used as a... Oh boy. Did I break something? Pig manure is not showing up on the map. Uh-oh. Well, to be fair, that would explain why nothing's working. There you go. Nonetheless, we've got stuff in here as well. But yeah, pig manure is not showing up as a fill type on my map. Do I have too many fill types? Not quite sure what's going on with that. Yeah, very, very interesting. I'm over here on 4 fields, which doesn't have any new or separate or extra stuff. What if I just place the one thing down? What if this now shows up? Apple, pig manure. No, that's incorrect. We're not making apples out of this thing. I think that's just stuck from somewhere else. Yeah, pig manure does not show up on my map. Rough. Next is the debris crusher, and this is really not a production chain, although it says it's a placeable and production site. This gives you pretty much free stones. That's all this does, is it give you free stones. Now, I'm cool with that. Don't think I'm not cool with free stuff. I love free stuff. But yeah, this right here will give you 8,000 liters of stones per hour. And you come out and scoop them up. Although you will be left with a pile of stones when you delete it. So there's that. Very easy to get rid of, though. You can either go into a painting tool or sculpting tool and go... There, all done. Next is a cool one. This is the Vehicle Workshop. And we load in. We have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but only 4 bays. I guess, yeah, I got ahead of myself there. Different bays to be able to work on the vehicles. 3 of these have these little channels right here that you used to see at AutoZone, or not AutoZone, what do they got? Quick Trips and stuff? What do you call those places that work on your car and give you an oil change in like 5 minutes? Those kinds of places. The pit, whatever that's called. You've got that there. You've also got the waiting room and a place to jump over that. There we go. And we can work on the stuff in the vehicle. Very nice. The doors are wide open. I like running through these in first person. Don't push me out of the way. You got a meeting room to talk about stuff, I'm sure. Oh, the Play Farm Sim 22. I think there's a lot of people playing Farming Simulator 22 right now, but we won't talk about why. Nonetheless, this is pretty sweet. If you turn on free build, this happens. And it just looks like it's on tracks. So turn off free build and just let it do its thing, and it'll just dig into the ground. I'm curious what happens when I delete this, though. Oh, okay. When you got free build, nothing happens. Okie dokie. Well, that's pretty easy to fix as well. Just go into sculpting, smoothing, harden it up a little bit, and go whoop, whoop, done. Like it never happened. Next one on our list is the large machine and implement shed. This can be changed up with the colors. You can also put some solar panels on the roof as well. It is a absolutely ginormous building. Holy cow, is that the lights? God, man. That's the loudest light switch I've ever heard in my entire life. Nonetheless, there you go. Pretty cool, and I also like the overhang on the side. That's awesome. If you've been in need of a gas station, we got one for you, the Placeable Gas Station. It is in tools, so heads up there. It is not in containers, mainly because you can't fill it, but you can take stuff out of it. And it's got a little light at the top, too. This kind of reminds me of a gas station you'd find somewhere in the middle of nowhere with no cover over it and a little shed with like a zombie in it. That's what I feel like I'm doing right now. Is it behind me? No. Is it behind me? I can't see. Run! I had chocolate today. Next to last new ones for all platforms today. I have no excuse. The brick fence and metal gate. This is your brick fence, and this is your metal gate. Click it. Open it up. Boom. It's kind of like a 1/3, 2/3 kind of bit. I think that's pretty sweet. Haven't seen anything like that before, at least that I know of. And then I love this fence. This kind of reminds me of a buddy's house that lives in Florida. I don't live in Florida. I live in North Carolina. I don't even have a fence. And lastly, what's the opposite of a fence? A community sign. The community farm. This is very, very cool. From Squiggles, my favorite modder's name to say out loud and in my head. Decorative stone farm sign for your community farm. Lights automatically come on at night, and it'll cost you $25. Man, I wish something like this in real life cost $25. Jumping over to our updates for all platforms, you've got the Fendt 700 Vario Series version 1.1. Added roof color configuration, added interactive control support, and material on color configuration corrected. Next, we have the Krone BigX 1180 pack version 101. Interior camera installed in the seat. Passengers added and fixed color issue with long pipe in base colors. Quick update turnaround for the Lizard Superior End-Up Trailer Pack. This will be version 1001. Fix trailer resetting to the shop with single lift wheel configs. Fix the trailer component collision filter. Fix the cover option collision issues. Fix dolly trailer attachment joint and fix the missing tarp supports on the 40-foot variant. We also have an update to the Pöttinger Jumbo 85-40-DC version 1001. Effect position fixed and collision fixed. Strautmann Aperion 2401 version 1001. Fix the issue where the forage harvester was not tracking the wagon. Next, ZJV F3.0. This is going to be version 1001, added new colors. This is also the same update as the 3.2. Still not quite sure why these aren't in the same pack. Moving on, we have the Lizard Z240. This will be version 1.1. Improved the metal material structure across the entire model, improved the textures on some elements, fixed several minor bugs, and improved the store icon and mod icon. Garage is possessive instead of plural with sliding doors. These will be version 1001. Improved the lights and improved the specular. Same thing goes for the garage 18x7 as well. Superfly's got an update to his grain dryer production. This will be version 1.1. Add a grain dryer with auger system built in, so you don't have to put your own in there anymore. Also reduce the price of the grain dryer and increase the sale price of dry crops by 10%. And here's a picture of that version that's got the auger built in. Great that they added this option. How's about one from Icas? We have the modern barn with workshop. This will be version 1001. Added night lights, added teleport, new textures, new work table model, reduced the daily costs, and updated to current game version. Omatana's got an update to the small farm production version 1001. Farm productions are no longer used as target stations for missions, and ropes can now also be produced. Wooden open barn for Patty version 1001. Added solar panel config, updated current game version, and small fixes. Underfloor storage for bulk materials or liquids version 1.1. Fixed a bug that occurred after the last patch that prevented the storage and retrieval of liquid bearings. What's a liquid bearing? A very cool mod, the Placeable Signs version 1002. Fixed placement digging into the ground. Liquid manure storage version 1001 and adjusted the placement height. Yeah. Diesel tank version 1001. Fixed collision of decorative objects. And lastly, we have ground textures version 1.1. Added 9 new ground textures and minor translation fixes. Jumping over 2 new ones for PC and Mac players, and I gotta be honest with you, there is no way that this could be easier. This is an auto-loading wood log system, which basically turns your logs into liters. So we'll explain that. It basically, you just drive past it, it's like, oh, I'm a liter now, instead of a log. Now, customization options don't matter here, so it's all personal preference, mud flaps, front guard, and then you've got your rim color. Now, front guard normally would matter. In this case, it isn't. It just doesn't. It doesn't. You have no control over it, but that's a good thing. Takes all the guesswork out. So all you gotta do is drive past your log. So I've got some lodgepole pines right here, stuff that you would expect to go boop, 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 and they do. Look at that. 8,600 liters right off the bat. Here's some more. I don't remember what kind of logs these are, but they exist. Bam. I'm not touching nothing. I'm not activating nothing. I'm just driving past them. Here's some more. I don't remember what these are either. But they load up. I also put some other logs on here. Just click some random stuff in power tools just to see if it worked. And it does. I don't know if that was any liters at all. And then over here's a hodgepodge because I got tired of walking around. So let's see if these work. I'm guessing they will. It's all wood at the end of the day. There you go. It's all wood. I didn't have to stack nothing. I didn't have to do nothing. I didn't have to click a button for them to load up. I'm assuming that this was probably intended for crossplay. Could come to crossplay at some point. However, if this is using a custom script, well, we're all slam out of luck, I guess, at the end of the day. Come up to your sell point, which this does come with a sell point. And slowly but surely, one by one, the logs will disappear. While they're disappearing, we can show you right here in selling points, and you've got your sawmill wood loader there. Now, what happens if I want to sell it at another place that takes logs? Oh yeah, and you can also cheat the logs in, just so you know. So there we go. There's a nice cheaty 60,000 liters of wood. So here's 3 places. We've got a biomass heating plant, which should take logs. Oh, I can't stop. And it does. Great news there. Still doing the unloading sound. There we go. Here's the sell anything. Perfectly fine. No issues there. And then way over here, I have a production chain. So this seems to be working a-okay. But because the sell point is in the middle of the trailer and not the back of the trailer, I did just want to take a look, check, and make sure this is all good. If you do plan on loading this thing up to the max, do be careful. I guess your weight will be heavy. Can we unload them? No? Oh boy. Well, that was fun. I force unloaded it, and It came out in that. Wow. How's about it? That caught me off guard for sure. So you can unload a thing of this and... Huh. Hang on. Super strength. Pick it up. Put it in the middle. Drop it there. Where's my button? Click this button. Yeah, that did not work. Huh. Still very neat. So I guess you could like put a bunch of these containers all over the place. Can you sell the containers? I'm interested now. I didn't look into this far. No? Huh. Alright, click that. Nothing's happening. So can I load back up from these containers? Should be able to, right? If you can't sell the containers. Yeah, you just have to click down on the left stick and it loads back up, no issues. Very cool, very cool, very cool, very cool. So, if you get up to 30,000 liters of this stuff and you can't carry stuff around no more, well, just unload it to a block. You're good, man. This is a very cool mod. Very, very cool indeed. It does seem like there's some things that maybe don't work the way you would expect, and there's some things that do work the way you wouldn't expect. Kind of cool. I dig it, man. I dig it. All right, let's sell this so we can get rid of everything. Our next new one for PC and Mac players is the Tramline Shop Filter. This mod allows filtering the shop for working widths which are compatible with a target tramline or strip width. This is intended for players who are playing with tramlines or CTF, and especially players who are practicing strip cropping, ally cropping, or agroforestry, or similar. Alley, my bad. By default, only tools with working widths, which are an odd factor of the sprayer width, are shown. For example, a 3-meter seeder would not be shown for a 12-meter sprayer width, since the tramline would not be in the center. However, a 4-meter seeder would fit, but no tramline plus no tramline equals 12 meters. So there you go. It is, however, possible to also allow even factors, which is useful for finding implements like mulchers or rollers for strip cropping system. The filter dialog can only be opened while in the main shop menu, and closing the shop or canceling the filter dialog will reset that filter. This is definitely a pretty sweet little setup, and very, very cool that you've got something like this now. Nice option for it. Lastly, today we have the Bale Twine add-on additional features. This is going to add support for all balers that use the bales of the base game and removes the duplicate store items of said balers. However, you will need the Bale Twine add-on in order for this mod to work. And there it is. That is everything I've got for you for today. I hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like on it if you did. Get subscribed if you're new and join the GoHam fam. Also, don't forget patch 1.9 information from the beginning of the video. If you already forgot, hey, go back to the beginning and check it out. Hope you have an awesome day, and we'll see you in the next one.